Alrighty, walking out of Molly Ridge shelter this morning. 7:50, getting started. So got a pretty decent climb right off the bat. But it's a little cool, so that'll get everybody warmed up. We'll all be happy. So had a pretty decent night. Wind got up in the middle of the night, but it wasn't too terrible bad. Best part about it, no condensation. Get my hand out of the way. No condensation in the tent this morning. All right, hang on. There we go. So no condensation in the tent, so that was always good. I figured it'd be pretty bad here in the Smokies. So we'll get this climb going this morning, get some water, more water in me, and life should be good. Well, Deadhooks just said that we crossed Devil's Tater Patch. So I guess at some point in time it was a potato field, but there at Molly Ridge, I know the soil there was looked to be very rich soil. That's what it may have been. Might have been. All right. Going downhill now, so we can walk and talk without trying to pass out. Not eating enough there, getting enough oxygen. So, all right, we'll turn this around and give you a little trail time. Okay. Hey there. I'll blind you for a little bit. Sunrise in the morning. Very beautiful. So far the Lord has blessed me with some good weather. But I was kind of worried the way the wind blew last night. It's going to be one of those days that the wind howls up here on the ridge, but so far so good. We're thankful for that for sure. This is my first trip that I've been shooting video with nothing but the phone, seeing how it's going to work. This is Galaxy 9 that I'm carrying. Of course the 10 is out now, and I'm looking between it and the iPhone. I carry an iPhone at work. Sometimes navigating menus between the two phones I get thinking the button's supposed to be there and it's on the Android or it's on the iPhone, just whichever one that I'm using. So iPhone's supposed to have a pretty good camera on it, but the Galaxy 10 does too. I'm going to have to do some research and see about upgrading. This works out the way I want it to work out, which see a lot of folks do nothing but their vlogging with their phone, and it works. Carrying a mirrorless camera with some good zoom on it though, sure does. Makes for some great pictures. I don't know if I just want to carry that extra weight just to get some good pictures, but I mainly do this for myself. I like to take people along, let people know what I've been out doing, family and friends and what have you. Some days I'm old and decrepit and can't get around. My mind's still wondering about the younger days. I got stuff to go back and look at and relive them. Hope it puts a smile on my face as it puts a smile on my face out here walking and shooting film. There's my age. But anyway, it don't matter. back at the shelter listening to conversations about that climb that we had, which I knew I'd done. This is of course my second trip across here, so I knew that climb was ahead of me. Some of the guys thinking, well, they may take out at Cleveland's Known. I hope they don't. I hope they don't let that first day ruin their experience hiking and camping. And that's one thing about this out here is there's days that it ain't fun by no means, but you know you're just gonna push on through it. So there's better days. Look at this around me. Just falling into another gap. Peacefulness of it. Just cruising along here. Let the old mind just wander and think. Work disappears. So life is good. Life is good. So as we cruise along, everything's great. Put this thing away. We've already run up 4 minutes worth of me babbling and not doing anything. We'll keep moving. Stuff like that just catches your eyes. Hanging on a spider web, I guess. Here we go. I'm here in the switchbacks part of the trail, headed down into Big Adams Gap. Very beautiful in here. Switchbacks has a nice grade to them. Nothing too steep. Steep places they've thrown the stairs in there, so here's some little steps down you gotta be careful of. They're pretty high, but not bad at all. And of course kind of opens up where you can kind of see out in there. Here's what I like about this, where it's not just quite a tunnel all the time. I know the camera's not doing it justice how far you can actually see down in that thing. But this is what I like about getting on these parts of the trail is, yeah, I would love a big expanse view all the time, but that's part of hiking. You're not going to get those. You got to earn those some days to get there. So we're just cruising along. Today's a whole lot better than what it was yesterday morning. So, but like I said earlier, I knew I had that climb ahead of me. We still got some climbing today, which running a ridge line, you're gonna have climbings every day, but not them 10 miles of nothing but climbing, it seemed like. Just enjoying the ride. But we're still getting closer to Adams Gap. This is another one of these little land bridges, just whatever you want to call it. But it's another gap we're crossing, so Looks like we got another climb ahead of us, and then I think there we drop down into Adams Gap. But man, look at some of this old growth trees in here. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Alright. The trail came around right in there. And we're gonna go that way, I think. Somewhere that way. Let's go see where it goes to. Well, that last little bit I shot, we're up here, follow some switchbacks and climb up here. Now we should drop off into Adams Gap and then climb on towards Russellfield Shelter. So, got the old heart rate coming up on that climb. So, it has been a pretty cool morning. Been sweating pretty heavy again already, so I gotta break the habit of wanting to put warm clothes on, knowing good and well I'm fixing to get hot and go to work. So there's where the trail rounded the corner. We topped it out. It's headed off down that way. So here we go. Well, there we go. Just across from Molly Ridge Shelter. Stick the pack on. Group of young folks there, they're enjoying themselves. They're making a big loop. So, up the hill we go. Up to Spencer Field, next 3 miles, and take a little stop, grab some water, and then it'll be up to Rocky Top. There's along here through these rhododendron tunnels. Back up through there. These are so cool. So cool. Alright, so we're still climbing. Which climb this morning's been a whole lot easier to climb was yesterday. Still beautiful. Just ticking along here. Enjoying the trail. Another climb out of Mollies Ridge. Now we got another climb on into Spencer Field Shelter. Little gaps through here sure are beautiful though. Okay, onward we go. Well, we're still easing along here. Should be getting pretty close to Spencer Field Shelter. Then we got one more drop down and climb back up to it. So, climbs haven't been too bad today. Trail has been well graded. Little steps they put in there sure helps control the erosion and makes it easy hiking too. Alright, let's keep on cruising. Alrighty, I should be in Spence Field, what they call the Spence Field area. Let's see what lays ahead of us. But there's a shelter here somewhere. Well, I know where it's at. Just gotta get down to the trail junction. Go down, get me some water. Take the pack off, break, sit down a little bit. Rest myself. We'll continue on. I think I see the trail sign right now. All right, here we go. All right, halfway through the day, Derrick Knob Shelter. 11:04. We started at 7:30 this morning. So we're going up here to the fence trail, 2/10 off the trail, grab some water, and we'll be back here in just a little bit. Oh, there we just come back up on the AT, headed to Rocky Top, next stop. Clear skies, hopefully get some good views. So here we go. Well, we're approaching Rocky Top. I think we're pretty close to it, so views are going to be good today. It is beautiful. Beautiful, wind not blowing. I'm thinking that's the way we're headed though, is up that way. Woo-wee. That is beautiful. Stopped on the climb up to Rocky Top for catch my breath. Pretty good climb coming up through here. Had two pretty rugged climbs. We're still working on that second one. From Jenkins Gap, you can see that hill right over there. We climb up, then you drop down, then you come right back to climbing again. Still not to Rocky Top, but the experience has taught me to always turn around and look behind you. And mercy, what a view just from right here. So hopefully Rocky Top will be even better. Alright, onward and upward, they say. Well, here we are at Rocky Top. 360 view just about. Once I get up on those rocks, I could get a 360 view. Mercy, it's beautiful up here. Yeah, not quite 360, but man, is it beautiful. There's Lake Fontana down there in the valley. There's the mountains that lie ahead of us. Okay, we're leaving Rocky Top. So had a nice little break there and ate some more groceries and enjoyed the view. Beautiful day. Just the slightest breeze blowing, clear skies. They've been quite enjoyable. Put the hand out of the way. Did that with my body. Let me turn this around here so you can see the trail. Alrighty, so walking this ridge line off of Rocky Top. Very beautiful. You hardly see nothing. Be nice if you could see out each side, but the trail's pretty nice through here. So just enjoying the day. Alright, from Spencefield Shelter, got two climbs through there, and they are boogers. They put you a cardio workout on the Stairmaster for a good ways. But the view from Rocky Top is well worth it. So, alrighty, we'll keep on going here. I think Thunderhead's the next stop. And it's supposed to be there's a camera icon after Thunderhead. So maybe get another view. Yeah, they're looking back over towards Rocky Top. Come across this rock here where they've been engraving their names and stuff in it. It is beautiful from here also. So we're still headed towards Thunderhead. Well, here at the top of Thunderhead, great views, huh? But it's pretty cool. marker there. So, no stopping here for sure. Just keep on moving. Time was pretty decent coming across there. But I done had some water and some lunch, groceries in the tank, so wasn't too bad that trip. Alright, walking through this alleyway of rhododendrons, not quite closed up, but pretty neat anyway. Another down, another back up, I do believe is what we gotta do. I think that's the whole trail's down, up, down, up, down, up, but that's what makes it the Appalachian Trail. There we go. Give you a little trail time there before I kick it off. This kind of stuff right here has been going on now for a half a mile probably, and that sure enough brings me to give high respect to those AT through hikers that's come across the Smokies in the rain. That had to be a killer. So we'll continue on through this, and thankful it's not raining. Oh, there's the spring turnoff. This starts to come down off of Thunder Mountain. I still got a leader. It's about 3.7, I think, to Derrick now, so I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully I don't run out of water between here and there. So I'm back to climbing for sure. Walking up this little ridge. It's beautiful in here. Alrighty, let's get up this thing. Alrighty, we're still just plugging along. Ups and downs through here. 3.3 from the shelter, so we're gonna keep a trucking and maybe get there early. No, probably not, who knows. We'll see how these ups and downs do for me. So, looks like we still gotta head down some more before we go back up. There's where we're headed. That's looking back up the trail where I came from. There's a view finally. Looking out. Not sure what that town is. It's not Gatlinburg. I'm not far enough down the trail for it to be Gatlinburg. So, see the leaves on the tree down there. They're starting to change color. Some bright reds. Get my finger out of the way. There's them a little bit. Very beautiful. Yep. That's the trail. That's level. There's where you can see the top. It's been like this for a good while now. Anyway, there's the trail, folks. Okay, just come down. That's another steep downhill, and we're still going down. That levels off a little bit there midways, and it's pretty steep. So keep heading downhill, and then another climb back. I think we got a short up and down in there before we get to the shelter, so onward we go. Oops. Well, we're climbing up the top to where the shelter is, so we got about another 9/10 mile to go. And it's all up from here. So, gotta catch my breath. Take a drink of water. See if I can go another 10th before I run out of air. We'll see. Done some more climbing again. We got one more down and then back up again. So we gotta do one of those puds, pointless up and down. So we're getting closer. Been a long day. Legs are weary, I won't lie. So we're almost there. Here we go.